It's so funny. Somebody sent me a video on Instagram of this girl, and I should have. Oh man, I should have used this. I'm gonna see if I can get them to send it to me. But the girl who was maced, she got her vagina maced. Did y'all see that?
How do you get your vagina maced?
Somehow she was. I guess it was a nightclub type of situation. She said she was sitting in a car, and like the mace got into her cooch, and she's in the bathroom, like, and they're pouring milk on her.
How open is your cooch that it gets the mace? It starts affecting it.
Listen, I don't have no. I mean, I guess mace would affect anything. Like,
but
mace.
How does it? Like your how? It's between your legs. Like, how did the mace get in between your legs?
Yo,
like,
she was.
Who sprayed?
What were you doing when the mace had gotten sprayed? Like,
who sprayed it?
I don't know. She didn't say. She was just in the bathroom. It seemed like she was at a club or something, and these girls were trying to help her, right? And she was like hunched over the toilet, and it was like she was crying, and they were like, "What happened? What happened?"
You must send me this video.
I will send it to you.
Oh, there's footage of this.
Yes, somebody sent it to me on Instagram.
So you see her vagina? Do you see?
No, you don't see her. You don't see her vagina. You see her like.
See, I need to see her vagina. I need to see what a mace vagina looked like.
Right. You see her hunched over the toilet, and I mean over the sink, and then they start pouring milk. Like, she sits down and
on her vagina.
You said she's on the sink.
She's bent over the sink like she's throwing up, and then they're like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And then she sits down, and they're like, I got the mace in my cooch."
So why is it making her throw up?
She wasn't throwing up. She was just over the sink.
Maybe, I mean, it's probably pain.
Right. She was hunched over in pain, probably.
I mean, I'm assuming. I've never been sprayed in my cooch with some mace, but I'm assuming.
The video does not explain how the mace got in her cooch.
Right.
It does not. She just said she was sitting in her car and they started spraying mace. She just said they started spraying mace.
But her panties were down. Everything was down.
She was sitting in her car. This story is changing.
Right.
No, this is what she tells. Listen, no. If you would listen, the girls that are helping are like, "What happened?" She's in the bathroom, and she was like, "I'm sitting in my car, and they started spraying mace." And somehow,
so how did you get mace on your coochie in the car?
I have no idea.
This story it doesn't make sense.
Right. Somebody said she ain't had no drawers on.
She couldn't have no drawers on because mace ain't
going
through.
But the fact that you were sitting in your car, did someone take the mace can inside of your car and like spray your cooch?
She was getting, someone was playing with her pussy or she was fucking. That's all it was. And somebody, maybe like a jealous boyfriend, maybe her boyfriend ran up on her. Somebody.
That makes more sense than this story that Showtime just.
She probably was having sex. And somebody came in and sprayed mace in the window, and that's really the only explanation, to be honest with you, because she had to been naked.
I typically won't agree, but this time,
she had to been bottomless.
Yeah, bottomless.
She had a skirt.
And her bottom had to have been in the air.
Right.
Hold on.
Right. The face was down. She didn't get sprayed in the face.
She was
sprayed in the air. So
giving head.
Face down, ass was up.
Let me see if I can find the video and share it really, really quick. So y'all keep talking amongst yourselves, and I'm going to find the video. Since
we're gonna solve this case,
we're gonna solve it. You can't drop things like this in our lap and not expect us to solve it.
Right.
Talking about SVU.
Right. In addition to giving love advice, we also solve cases.
Okay.
So if you have an open case that needs solving.
Okay, I found the video. Hold on.
Email.
I found the video. You have an open case. All right, so if y'all are watching, I found the video. I'm going to share the video because obviously y'all aren't getting what I'm saying. So
we're not getting it.
Okay, here we go. Bong, do this, and here it comes. Pause. Can y'all see?
Her pussy out right there. Look at her.
Show ain't. She said her coochie hot. It's on fire. She said her coochie hot. Pour it on her.
Where did they get a jug of milk? That's not there. Who had a jug of milk at the bar? Or wherever the fuck it is. Who had a jug of milk?
Ooh. Oh my god. You fighting?
I was sitting in the car and I touched the thing and I touched my leg.
Oh, you got mace while you sitting in your car? By who? Wait. Show ain't.
Even the girls were trying to get answers. They were like, "By who?" We need answers.
She said her
Okay,
coochie high is on fire.
Y'all can stop.
Okay.
We've seen
She
it.
said her coochie
Yeah, right. Yeah, did the video.
Okay, there we go.
Showtime was looking at that ass again.
Yeah, I'm like,
No,
we
ass
saw
right
it.
there.
Like, how many times you
I
gonna
would run up
replay it?
behind her and tear that ass up. But check it. They were at a public place, right?
Yes, they were.
At a club, I'm gonna take it or lounge.
It seemed like it.
I'm thinking, I don't know who keeps
Had
milk
a
on
jug
them.
of milk. Clubs don't even carry milk. Like,
Girl, say,
nobody
girl, I
buys
got a
Kahlua
gallon in my
no
car,
more.
girl.
Like,
Who has a gallon of milk on them?
the hood jakes be carrying a lot of.
Or was that like a convenience store bathroom?
That could have been.
Maybe.
It could have been.
Maybe.
But let's just talk about how she won't answer the question on what the hell happened. Like the girls are pouring the milk and they're doing what they got to do, but they want answers. And she won't answer the question. How did this happen?
People need to know. Like, how did you get maced in your vagina? I agree 100%.
I'm a stranger and I'm pouring milk on your vagina. You need to answer this question. How did this happen?
How did we get
didn't
here?
have no panties on.
For me to be pouring milk on your vagina, you can tell me how this happened. How did your vagina get sprayed with mace?
Rich girl, you already saw the case. Well, we already
Well,
saw
I
the
mean, her dress.
was
Did you see how short her dress was, though?
She had no panties on. Yes, I saw it.
Right.
I was out tearing that ass up.
Which
She had her
which-
ass up. And her head was down.
Right, I agree.
Probably on a man's crotch or a woman. You know what I mean?
Hey,
And
whatever.
somebody was jealous and they came and sprayed the car. That's all that happened. There's really no other explanation.
Right. Because it doesn't seem like she wasn't like a protester or anything. She wasn't like protesting Black Lives Matter and the police started spraying mace.
Or she wasn't an insurrectionist. No.
She wasn't. This was not done by the police. I think you all have definitely solved the case. This is a situation where someone got jealous. She was in the car with somebody she wasn't supposed to be in there with, and
Face down, ass up.
right, and that mace, and
I feel like it might have been a lesbian situation because men don't really carry mace. Men, I don't know any man has ever carried mace.
right.
Women will carry mace.
Other
I
than
think it might have
security
been a
guards
lesbian
and police.
situation. Yeah,
Well,
lesbians and police, or women and police.
It could have been she was in the car with somebody's man though.
And a female.
Right. So, okay. Right.
And the
Right.
woman-
Right. You're correct. Right. If there was a woman attacked.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Somebody
you're
said, "Rich girl, we need answers because y'all not sending me to the ER during COVID-19." I'm just saying, like, we need answers. So I think we've done a good job of solving this particular case.
Yeah.
It's up our alley.
Her face was in somebody's crotch. That's all it was.
And-
Definitely.
Right. Okay. Well,
The wrong
But
crotch.
if anyone has seen this video and you wanted to know what happened, how it happened, here you go.
We
You're
solved the
welcome.
case.
You're welcome.
now I don't know how we got here from Gorilla Glue, but
Right. Well, that's what we do.
It was a great segue, though.
Go off topic.
all right. Let's see what else we
That
got.
wasn't even on the topics list, was it?
No, it was not. That was something that just came in last minute before we even. This wasn't. We didn't
We
even prep
actually,
for
y'all,
this.
we actually have a list of things we covered. That wasn't
Right.
even on it.
Right. That was not. That was
And most
not.
of the things we talk about isn't on the list.
Nah,
Right.
They never are. They never are.
That's how it works.
They never are. Let's
We
see
have
what
a
else.
format, believe it or not. But go ahead.
All right, let's see what else we got. So, okay, so Gorilla Glue Girl, is she clout chasing? Yes or no?
She definitely could have been.
Okay.
Definitely.
I don't think she had the intentions on cloud chasing, but she saw the opportunity, which I commend the sister. Get your money. I don't know why. If I own TMZ, I'm not going to pay nobody for the stupidity. Like, no.
I mean,
Well,
you're
that's
paying,
what
you're paying
TMZ
for the
does.
clicks that come along with that. Like, I would definitely pay her.
People are watching.
You would just
want to know
cover
what's
the
going to
story.
happen. People are watching this.
Right. This is an exclusive story. People wanted to know, like, the fact that she went to the doctor to get, like, how did she get it surgically removed? Because at one point, I believe she was turning down, like, people who were trying to help her. And it later came out because TMZ had everything set up for her. Like, she had to fly to LA to go to a specific doctor. Like, TMZ did all of that so they can get all of the traffic for her story.
Right, but I guess I'm looking at it more as you're setting a new precedent for people can just do ignorant
It's
shit.
TMZ. There is no precedent. What are you talking about?
Right.
TMZ said Lil Wayne was dead at one point. Remember
We
that?
didn't say the church newsletter. We said
Right.
TMZ.
Right. This ain't like ABC, CNN. Like, this is TMZ. Like, what do you expect?
Yeah,
they killed Lil Wayne. Like, this is the same people that showed pictures of Kobe Bryant's body when he was tragically killed in that plane crash. So it. Like,
did they? That got past me.
A lot of stuff.
They had it, took it down immediately. They had it, took it down fast.
No, it was up for a while. Let's see. What else we got?
It's it's no taking down fast in this internet.
In the internet, yeah. Screenshot.
Screenshot in a second.
Absolutely.
All you need is 1 minute up and you're good to go.